there would be times where I could go to a party and be absolutely happy and, just completely joyful. But then when the party is over, suddenly I see that there's a bit of a dip and there's a kind of emptiness that's there that I did not understand. I could not understand this little bit of emptiness that was there because I knew that I was a joyful, friendly, generally happy person. So when I attended the inner engineering program, I wasn't seeking anything specific. I just was actually after hatha yoga at that time. So I was very drawn towards learning yoga in its authentic nature. And that's something that Isha was offering at the time. So back then, this was in 2010. Back then, to attend a hatha yoga program, you would first have to do inner engineering. This was the prerequisite. So attending inner engineering for me was just to tick off a box so that I could attend the hatha yoga program, which is actually what I was looking for. But when I attended the inner engineering program, going through the different aspects, exploring it experientially, experimenting with everything that Sadhguru was speaking about, I began to notice that somewhere within me, I was naturally becoming a little more joyful. I was becoming a bit more aware of what is happening within me, what is happening around me. And with the practice of Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, of course, this also boosted my energy in a huge way. I started to notice that at work, I was able to handle many things at the same time. My level of focus was incredibly sharp. I was able to finish tasks much quicker than I was able to before. And but the main thing that really caught my attention, that really made me feel that this is something that is working, is when I was interacting with a patient. So I used to work as a nurse before coming as a full-time volunteer with Isha. And, as a nurse, you deal with patients, you deal with their family and all of these things. So I was speaking with a patient and she was very, very upset. She was very distraught. She was yelling at me. And my initial reaction within myself, the initial emotion that I felt at that moment was anger, was defense. I wanted to immediately say something back or, shout back at her or something. That was the immediate emotion that I felt at that time. But in that moment, it was just a split second. I could very clearly see that there was a distinction between my ability to choose what response I could give or wanted to give, and the emotion that I felt. This clear distinction, this little bit of space, is what made all the difference in the way I handled that situation. And that was a turning point for me. That was when I realized that everything that I had done through the inner engineering program, whatever it had offered to me, had really made a difference in my life. For me, that was the aha moment. That was really when I realized that, okay, this stuff works. So then I continued with my practices, and the way Shambhavi has been designed, it is right up to the time of Adi Yogi, the very first yogi. Sadhguru speaks about it during the inner engineering program about how authentic this Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya is, and the impact that it can have in one's life. So inner engineering is, in my experience, it did not end in that one turning point that I had just shared, but it's a constant exploration, even till today. Sometimes I think that, oh, okay, I think I'm pretty okay. I'm quite happy. I've reached a certain state in my life where I'm good. I don't need anything more than this. And I think that I've gotten it. And then somebody comes along the way, and usually it's family, and they shake that. And then I realize, oh, wow, okay, I am definitely not there yet. And once again, the inner engineering aspects come into play, and I apply them. And my awareness just becomes so much more enhanced. And in having my awareness enhanced this way, I feel like I'm able to handle situations so much better. It's a constant journey, and with each step, there is growth. So this is the beauty of what inner engineering has to offer as well. It doesn't end just after the program ends. It's something that is ongoing for the rest of your life. So it's offered in a few different ways, and it's offered in a few different formats, and we will speak about that very shortly. At this point, I just wanted to ask if there's anybody who has any questions about the inner engineering program. And what is means inward action. So there are different forms of yoga that you may have heard of. When Sadhguru speaks about yoga, specifically, he speaks about the 4 different paths of yoga. I won't go into these aspects right now. It's a bit too profound for me to explain it with clarity. It's best that you hear that from Sadhguru. So, but Kriya Yoga specifically means inward action. So it harnesses your breath to bring your energies to a higher pitch within yourself. So this is just in my limited understanding and in the little bit of words that I can use to explain what Kriya Yoga is. But to fully answer your question, it's best that you get it directly from Sadhguru. So if you go to YouTube and if you just search Kriya Yoga Sadhguru, then you can watch some of the discourses where he has spoken about this. Just make sure that the channel that you are watching is either Isha Foundation or Sadhguru channel, so that you know it is a trusted source. Okay. Offered in 2 formats. The first format is in person, and this is conducted in various cities across the Asia Pacific region. If you come in person, it is offered as a 4-day program, wherein you will learn the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya as well. You will receive the transmission of the Kriya, along with a few preparatory steps. So the 4 days means from Thursday to Sunday. On Thursday and Friday, it's held only in the evening. So it's about 3.5 or 3 hours, 15 minutes per session, Thursday and Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, they're full-day sessions. And the other format is online. So if you were to attend the program online, it is called in 7 steps in engineering, in 7 steps with Sadhguru. So this is a step-by-step process that you take with Sadhguru on your own, at your own pace, in your own time. So you do it in the comfort of your home. The first 6 steps is a recorded session, and you go through this together with Sadhguru. The entire platform has been made very interactive, and many people have expressed that they actually prefer the online because this gives them the ability to go through it in a very intimate setting. So the online program is preferred by many people also. And the step 7 is where you receive the transmission of Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. So step 7 specifically is a 1.5-day commitment that is offered live. So the first session, it's split into 2 sessions, step 7. The first session is conducted live by a trained Ishanga or an engineering teacher, wherein you will learn some of the practices. And then on Sunday, where Sadhguru will take you through the initiation. The transmission of Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, that specific portion is a recording. However, Sadhguru has also spoken about how his physical presence is not necessary for the transmission of Shambhavi to happen. For all of us who go through the in-person program, Sadhguru is also not physically there. So it's not necessary for him to be physically there to initiate you into the practice. This online format was not available for a long time. It was made available only during COVID because Sadhguru saw the need and wanted to make this available to people even in the comforts of their own home. So these are the 2 formats in which you can attend inner engineering, either in person or online. Is it a fixed time? For the in-person program, yes, it is a fixed time. The dates are fixed. For the online format, it is not fixed per se, only the 1.5 days. So the step 7, that is fixed. And when you register for it to attend it online, you will have to select your preferred step 7 date. And then from the time you register up till the step 7 date, you have to complete steps 1 to 6. How can it make my life more meaningful towards some social causes? Amrit, I'm not sure if you mean social situations. Are you trying to ask how can inner engineering enhance your life in a meaningful way? Or are you referring specifically to like charity organizations and make your life more meaningful towards that? Would you mind clarifying? Okay, there's a question. I have finished the 6 steps but I am unable to schedule myself for the 7th step because it involves Sunday. I work on Sundays. Okay, so Dr. Sumitra, at this time, the step 7, it happens over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because for most people, they're not working on the weekend. Perhaps you can reach out to us and we can see how to support you. But I would say if it is possible for you, it'd be great if you could take some time off of work and attend the step 7. Right now, this is the only solution that I see. Answer it this way. If you Sadhguru often says that the best thing that you can do for humanity is to work upon yourself. So in working upon yourself, that is where if your light shines, then inevitably you light up the lives that are around you. So inner engineering gives you that possibility where you become a joyful person just by your very nature. And that you will see will inevitably affect those that are around you as well.